Hello and welcome to another episode of In the Valley. I am your host, Peter, here at Sound Studios. Thank you all for being here, this lovely audience. And we're here to all see Caterpillar. Yeah. You guys have anything to say?
Hi guys, thank you so much for In the Valley letting us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I know the
Usually
the show is amazing, guys.
Usually that's till after the show, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just ruined the whole
Rebel
set.
over here.
Well, thank you for letting us be here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess let's just start into a song. We're Caterpillar. Thing's been around for 2003.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of stuff on social media. If you look it up, it's like the bug with a K though. Katerpillar.
So we'll check out on those links below. Click on them, and thank you Sound Studios, and click on that link below too, I guess. All right, you guys started off with the first song.
For the first track, we're literally just going to play the EP called From Advance of a New Life, available on iTunes and all those other special digital places. But yeah, this is called Most Favorite, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Make sure that I'm on still. As the motions of the tides fade, wide awake, and what's real seems to bother. When we hide in the shade, it's the poison that binds us, knowing on instead as we console the righteous to glorify the pain. Take me now through the sea of eternity and back again. As we roam here in space, yeah, light years away, and what's real seems to bother. We hide in the shade. It's the coincidence that binds us, knowing all instead as the conscience that binds us to move from these remains. Take me now through the sea eternity and back again. So mangled, most favorite. When will I know to let go this time? Such shambles, most favorite. Time only knows, and we hope we've done right. Take me now through the sea eternity and back again. Thank you.
Sounded really nice. So tell me a bit about you guys yourselves. How did you guys meet up and link up?
Caterpillar began in 2003. It was like a project that I kind of had.
You know what's pretty funny? It's just like I was gonna open up with like what was it? Flashback to those early 2000 songs, but didn't know how you guys were gonna feel about that.
Oh, bro, dude, don't even worry about it, dude.
Okay.
We do all kind of flashbacks.
Serious. You guys had that kind of music.
Yeah, it started in 2003 with an album called Metamorphosis that I self-released back in the day.
Okay.
Then I started playing with a bunch of different people. The band has moved from like a funk kind of stuff. You can actually go online and find Caterpillar with like a DJ and kind of rapper stuff on there.
That sounds interesting.
And then what ended up, that kind of didn't seem to flow right. I mean, I guess as a musician, you always want to kind of try to find your niche. There's so many influences of so much music that you have that you just want to play almost everything at the same time. But
Yeah.
I went back after that, didn't kind of seem to work out, So I started doing pretty much what was originally done by myself only, but I need company, man. I need, people that would like the same kind of music. And so I met up with Mike, the drummer.
What's up, Mike?
Mr. Mike Straza.
What's up, Mike? You got a microphone, Mike.
Yeah. I was born in March of 2012, and then, we met at work.
Yeah, we met at work and we're like, dude, saw me tapping on some stuff. No, seriously, he's like, hey, man, you're tapping on shit, dude.
That's the story of
like,
Mike.
Yeah, that's the story of Mike.
Check out his Wikipedia page.
No, he's also, he plays under
I'm six.
he plays under another called Frill Freen.
What was it called?
Actually, you explain it, because it's...
We'll stick with Mike for now.
Yeah, dude. If you do a little research, his older bands are badass too, though, man. So
Is it still around? Are you guys still around? Or if I may ask, if that's not too,
Well, yeah, it's in the ether.
Oh, okay.
we could set up a reunion.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Bring on the show.
And then with
gonna be a lot
Mark,
of
Everyone
involved
vote.
in that.
Everyone vote. If you want Mike's band to come back together for an InTheValley episode.
You're going to have to pay for some airfare to make that happen.
Okay. Donations in the box.
yeah, seriously. And then Mark again, also through work,
Yeah.
Oh, met him like a couple months ago.
Yeah, seriously.
Alright.
He's the brand new edition. Like new edition, he's the newer edition if we were to start another band.
I feel like you're just going around work. It's like, hey guys, I'm in the band.
I know, man. I need someone to play with.
I saw you tapping on some. You play keys?
I need some keys, guys.
Yo, man, I got this.
I found out he played bass, dude. And I was like, hey, man, you know what? I got this buddy Peter that's got a show, and his buddies, they all do this thing called, I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, okay. Spoilers.
Spoilers. So they were like, let's do this. Plus, I just released that album, Brands of a New Life, in May.
Okay.
And never had a forum or anywhere where I can actually do this. So you guys are.
It is a lot hard.
Debut on, for
Yeah.
Caterpillar. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It's funny. I think, right, guys? He's like the second artist to be on here with Bug's name. Caterpillar.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. We had Junebug.
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 He didn't OG, did he? Oh,
Yeah, right. So what kind of influences do you guys have? I'm pretty sure it's a mixture and everything.
Yeah, but for myself, I can speak. I like new stuff. What
Yeah.
I'm listening to right now is like, if you hear a band, I'm like Weedpecker. It's like stoner rock music, but it's like kind of British shoegazy.
Yeah,
stoner
yeah.
rockish kind of. Another one like Taser, and like local bands too, like my homies Mal and like Colm. All these bands.
Shout
are
out
just-
to Mal
Yeah.
and Cole.
He'll hit him up too, but I mean, with these guys, we have similar stuff. Like old British rock stuff. My Bloody Valentine, some Stone Roses stuff, some I don't know. Some. I'll let them explain some of their influence though.
Yeah, you guys speak up. Speak up. Everyone's watching. They're like, why aren't they talking?
I'm pretty consistently influenced by tequila, rum, Modelo.
Oh yeah, there you go, guys. A lot of people out there is like, yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's my favorite band. The second album Tequila put out.
Strictly Motley Crue.
Motley Crue. All right, strictly Motley Crue. So
Till death.
Motley Crue, if you're watching, sponsor them.
Tommy Lee, I want your cage.
And what's a couple artists you guys basically like come together on that's like describes the sound?
I don't know. To me, I kind of want to like wake up music.
Yeah.
like, what are you kind of doing here?
Yeah.
Besides, doing the party songs, which everyone's cool. I don't mind partying, trust me.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
more like
But to me, it's like conscious music. Remember when Conscious Trap kind of came out a little while with like Guru and shit like that, right?
yeah.
I kind of want to start doing something like that where the lyrics mean something more than just your mundane. It's like ask questions, ask yourself.
Yeah, you
questions,
want more
know
than
what I
just a
mean?
catchy beat.
Totally.
Yeah.
I want people to kind of like delve into these words and figure out their own meaning. I mean, there is a certain meaning towards that, but this is just like ask questions, live your life, be happy, dude, and screw everything else, really.
I think I've only seen Carly Rae CDs at Rod's house. So
Damn, dude, do me like that, homie.
Yeah, right?
Don't
Burn.
talk about my Taylor Swift like that.
Old Taylor Swift or new Taylor Swift?
call me maybe.
How about you?
What was the question?
What's like a band and stuff like that you guys like you mainly like are influenced by when it comes down to being in the band?
I'm mostly influenced. I listen to a lot of jam bands, a lot
Yeah.
of instrumental music. I mean, my favorite band is Fish. So
I was gonna say I saw a shirt on that yesterday.
see them tomorrow. Yeah, man, I'm influenced by like improv and things that just flow naturally in the moment.
All right then. So let's move on to the In the Moment and hear the next song.
Second song on the album, if you listen to it in concession, or is that how you're saying concession? In concession. I don't know, dude.
I know what you're trying to
I
say.
need to go back to school. Miss Wells, I want my money back.
The
Third
ed-
grade English grammar sucked.
The SAT word of the day is.
Isn't someone explain that to me? Please put it on the link below at the bottom. Comment, please.
Define concession for Rod.
And spell it, please, in 3 different languages. This is called Seen Too Much. I am the sunshine, dripping your tongue. Frost to few and share the love with everyone. Caught in the second, between the past. Forced to know the change is real, gonna make it right. Face of Luna as she turns, dancing in the sky, smiling as she lures. High rise, high light, watch the rain. I do nothing but feel the morning as she wanders away. Feels like I'm falling down in the river. Feels like I'm crawling down in your valley. I've touched the fires that burn within. I've tasted lies with sweet demise, honey dipped in sin. I've seen the future, I've seen too much. The best of us giving everything, but is it good enough? Face of Luna as she turns, dancing in the sky, smiling as she lures. High rise, high life, watch her rain, but do nothing but feel the morning as she wanders away.
song called?
That was Seen Too Much.
Sing Too Much.
It's kind of like when you get traumatized on certain things. Where you're just like, wow, can't undo that picture. Like the two girls in a... Never mind. Not even going to go there.
Two Girls and an Ice Cream?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm
Um,
just joking, dude. But yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like, you know, you ask yourself. Also, there's a lot of love, there's life, there's a lot of meaning.
what's one of the lyrics in there that basically describes the whole, like, just summarizes the whole song?
To me, it's like, let me see, which one is it?
Did you forget your own song?
No,
Oh,
it's
shit.
kind of weird though, because when you don't
Yeah,
sing
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and you kind of like do it like poetry, you kind of forget it, dude. But it is, I've been the future, I've seen too much.
Yeah.
It's like you are the future and you've seen too much, and it's kind of like, what are we doing here? What's going on? We're doing everything completely backwards. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So to me, that's kind of like, I've just seen enough, you know? A lot of the stuff is just like, kind of taking yourself away from the problem, but trying to fix it too, in a sense. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's like premeditated and like, you know, just back and forth.
To me,
and-
it's like
yeah.
internally, though, dude. Because once you fix this, dude, you can fix that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you fix the inside.
This is a whole entire web or like, you know, just world, just, you know.
Totally.
Yeah. It's your
Now
own
we just-
universe.
Now we
kinda
just
thing.
sound like crazies right now.
No, yeah.
It's esoteric. It's for the chosen
What is
few.
this, Joe Rogan?
This could go deep.
Yeah, right.
You need the Addy decoder ring.
So then what goes into your writing process then when it comes down to creating your music?
I don't know, dude. I try to stay away from politics, but.
I
there's a
thought you
lot
say
of-
you try to stay away from pot.
Shit, that's what gives me the most inspiration.
Right?
No, I'm just joking. I get motivated. Okay, I'm working on that one. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But no, like, pretty much, I don't know. Politics is a lot because, you know, but I don't say anything regarding who to choose,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
to
yeah.
do. But it's about, you know, stand up for yourself, you know, be proud of who you are, you know, don't get disrespected, and, you know, respect others. Pretty much the same vows, you know, do not hurt
Yeah.
yourself, don't hurt others, you know. The same rules that man has always started with, though, but.
Have a moral compass kind of thing.
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah.
Like the last album that I had was literally Your Code of Ethics was the name of the album. So it's like, what is your code of ethics? You know,
Yeah.
Are you a hypocrite because you like this and that? But then you know what I mean. So I try to kind of put people on their hold everybody accountable for their be
Actions kind of
responsible,
thing?
dude,
Yeah.
right, you know.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah. Don't be a dick and point fingers, right?
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
that's interesting. That's interesting.
Man up, dude.
So that's where
Or
you're.
women up, you know.
Yeah. So that kind of like so your music is basically driven through just moral and you know, basically self-awareness kind of thing, right?
True. Self-realization, analyzation kind of status, dude.
Okay.
Like, what am I doing here? What's the purpose? Like, every day we should be saying stuff like that, but we play music.
Yeah.
It's all hidden in there. You know what I mean? It's what
Yeah.
you want to get out of it. Because if you get too religious, too political, too esoteric, too party, too of anything is too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So you lay it all nice and flat in a nice little layered cake.
It's
and
got an hourly rate for psychoanalysis. If anybody's-
you can have your cake and eat it too.
And how about you, Mike? What's your writing process when it comes down to when you play or you know when you have your own music?
Yeah, I mean, I do write my own songs, not on the drums.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they write themselves, you know. From a melody, you know. It's hard to just sit down and be like, I'm going to write a song right now. The bathroom is usually where I find most of
Right.
the ideas.
Right. That's where it's at.
Approach from.
That's where it's at. I'm pretty sure that's where like a lot of people are like, you know what? I have an epiphany.
The most inconvenient
or,
times
like,
possible.
Eureka. Eureka. You know, a whole bunch of just ideas just popping like, you know what?
Flowing out of you. That's right.
You know, taking the shit. You know what? In the valley.
I'm telling you, I think I'm gonna start a book called The Piss Revelations because every time you pee and you're sitting there, kind of just you get the greatest ideas
You
ever.
know, the only
you
thing
know?
is when you pee, it's just more like, now why did I do that? You know, it's just you're more thinking on something else that you've done.
You're right. With me,
Versus when you
sometimes-
poop, it's just like you're playing a game of chess with your head, you know?
You got time to reflect.
Yeah.
You're all right, dude.
Yeah. And fish?
Yeah, going off what Mike said, I don't think I've ever created anything, art, music, where I sat down with the idea of like, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
It always comes, it comes to you in the most strangest of places.
I'm pretty sure you've done finger paints before, so you created something.
Oh yeah, only with blood and feces.
He does it
That's
at the what's that?
That's the GG
And,
Allen.
and
GG
artist
Allen
is
version.
artist is born, blood and feces. All right then. I guess let's go on to the next
Dude,
song.
you could probably sell that for money, bro.
Yeah, right. That should be a quote.
I put my blood. And feces.
So we can start. Continue here with the third song of the EP called "Dreamer's Delight." I guess this one will be for everyone who just dreams, man. Dreamers.
I'm okay.
Here we go. Dreamer's delight te encuentro en mis sueños. As I slept by your side, tu cuerpo a mi lado, and I sank in the ground to climb and see you falling apart, destruir lo que hicimos. As I crawled from your heart, algo escondido, and I rose like a falcon just to come down and see you. Wings of a pharaoh, touch to the marrow, friends to a foe, but I'm outside tu enemigo. As I fell for your charm, es que eres linda, and I ran as far as I could to see you. Wings to a flame, el viento me sigue, me llama. As I dance by your side, venga, bailas conmigo, and I swam as far as my arms could take me. Wings of a pharaoh, cut to the marrow. Fools of the night, stay till sunrise. Winds to a Dreamer's delight. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Wish we had more material, but
Thanks for that song.
yours.
What's the song about? I mean, you said dreaming
yeah,
and
it's a-
everything.
Well, this one it's kind of like it is a love song on this one. It's like kind of like a love song about a guy and a girl, or a girl and a guy, or a girl and a girl, and
Yeah,
a
yeah.
guy and a guy. Hey, we're open here. This is
Yeah.
This is 20 something now. But either way, it is in English and in Spanish too. So there's a variety of translations in
Yeah.
the sense of, of just the positives and negatives of relationships, of things that could be, and in the dreams, everything is possible. So,
Yeah.
in the midst, you can find whatever meaning you want in that song where, but usually it's just, a lot of it's a little bit of me inside of it hidden, very hidden in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you can find bits and pieces of myself, and of course all those little pieces, but I wrote it about Mark. Nah, I'm just
I'm a delightful dream.
What's a delightful dream? No, I'm just joking about it.
All right.
Yeah. we'll
Mark's
do
a
it.
dream. What about Mike? Mike is a dream. That zoom in.
You said I'm a dream.
Yeah, right.
He's like,
You are a dream. You're a catch.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, right. Because it's a
Tell me something I don't already know.
shit. Well, so what's what's it like trying to get out there? You guys said, well, you've been out there since 2003. Getting out there, I'm pretty sure it's been a big process. You know, what's it like?
I mean, well, the whole thing about it is that if you want to be seen, if you want to be in the scene, you have to be relevant.
Yes.
And this is pretty much this is kind of like a note to a lot of these bands that are kind of starting their stuff. They're thinking that, as soon as I get my album, I'm going to explode, you know, because my music is the best. That's what everyone thinks, man. My music is the shit. Think about it is that you got to be relevant. You got to make sure that the radios have your songs. You got to, do packages and promos. You have to play, often. You got to, make sure that everyone in the world listens to your music. And that's work. A lot of work, though.
Yeah.
I personally do not do even a quarter of that, which I can. Unfortunately, life gets in the way too much. But I'm starting to pick this up a little bit more, especially with your guys' help. But this is something that makes me relevant or makes the artist relevant,
Mm-hmm.
And then continue for that. Make it a snowball effect, get momentum and go with it, Every opportunity could be gold,
Yeah.
or it could be fool's gold. But
So do you
Hey,
find
got
it
the gold in there somewhere.
Do you
Uh-huh.
find it difficult to market yourself? I mean, you did say like, it is a lot of work, and at the same time, it's been a while. So it's like using either social media or word of mouth, like how do you market yourself? And then what is it a problem using social media and
No, I think every artist, even if they don't believe in it, should have social media.
Yeah.
Because that's a tool, a free tool, something that'll get you out to a lot of different places that may not, of course, have that in their area or region. Like, let's say I want to be relevant in Thailand,
Yeah.
I can get something where, I could use a vehicle in some way or another to advertise there and get fans.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're real fans or not, or bots, I have no idea. That's
the
one of
fact that
things
they've been
yeah.
watched is something.
I mean, everything
yeah.
takes money, unfortunately. You have to put a little bit of money to make a little bit of money. But,
Yes.
if everyone's conscious about doing that, it's really about radio play, about being relevant, about getting music out and letting everyone know who the hell you are.
You can
Like,
also,
that's,
don't forget loitering and soliciting at Ross helps too.
Yeah, right.
Sit to the front. Hey, have you heard of the CD, man? Check the CD out.
I literally do that a lot at 7-Eleven. Come at the front counter. Hey, what do you do? Oh, all right. Hey, I'm in this little project called such and such.
It's like the homies on in the North Hollywood station, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
Check out my
everyone's got a CD,
mixtape.
bro.
Check out my mixtape.
But yeah, but hey, we do represent them.
I
'cause
do
we
you
have-
one better.
Just wear a security shirt and you're
Yeah, right. They will leave you alone.
We bring demos to the CD store and put them on the shelf.
You know what? No, there is some bands that actually do that. That have mentioned that. So is it? Do you think most artists would disagree, saying that like social media has made it harder for artists to get out there, or at least created some sort of standard that there has to be either content or it has to be like some kind of way for you to even be seen in the show or even be noticed?
I really don't know. Like, for certain people, it's a mindset, though. You know?
Yeah.
What I mean? Like, you can have the same people using the same media, the same opportunity, the same everything, and if one person puts a wall on their head saying, "I can't do that," that's where you lose already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to me, social media and whatever you have that's available for free, that's the way you use it.
Yeah.
If you're not using it properly, you're not going to get the proper results. So in a sense, like, there's sponsorship ads, stuff like that you can use to expand your fan mail. A lot of people will be, who will see that stuff? There's disagreements, like, for example, should I put my music up on digital distribution, even though they don't pay me anything, I get 0.003 of a cent when my song gets streamed on, Deezer or some, Rhapsody or some other crazy vehicle or radio that's online. But you know what I mean? That you have to, in a sense. the best way to do it is really just to localize your stuff, have just one website where everything goes right there. But that's another story for another day, though, you know?
No, yeah.
But that should be the main way of doing it because there's too many chefs in the kitchen taking all your food, you know? By the
Yeah.
time you get it, you just get a morsel or a bite when everyone else is completely full and ready to go to the next guy, you know?
Yeah, I get you. And another thing is that you know, it sounds like you've really like put a lot of work and a lot of like effort into your craft, you know, and your music. So putting both the business and art, where does it fall in the line, or does it go hand in hand?
Has to go hand in hand. I believe that the first part of it has to be art because without the product, you don't have a way of selling it.
Yes.
If obviously the product is really crappy, then, you know, so you have to first nourish the artist, nourish your art. Then the second part almost has to be, and I even might say even more than, a little bit more important for that because without money you can't buy food. Without money you can't buy guitar strings, man. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of people, hey, come play free at my party, dude. And you're like, okay, that's $20 in gas. You know. You know, like I'm about to buy strings, dude. You know what I mean? I gotta, you know, spending time. So at the end of the day, it costs me to play your free party.
Yeah.
Not, of course, your free
No,
party.
yeah,
but,
yeah.
you know
I
what
understand what you're. I understand
So
what you're saying.
for stuff like this is beautiful because you're giving artists a platform where you can then they can use this as part of their, you know, relevancy, as part of their momentum for them to become more noticed by their peers or their radio stations. But number one is radio, guys. There's a million college radio stations out there. There's lists. You know, it takes $2 to send a package out, dude. Just do it. You know, KXLU. You know, KCRW, anything you want, dude,
yeah.
you know? So all those, I don't want to plug any of those guys, but
has your views changed on that? Like before, how was it before when it came down to, you know, you starting off and then, you know, the whole art and business thing? How did it, like, what was your mindset?
naive. You're pretty much naive. You think that you deserve everything, you know? Like, man, we should be up there playing this. We should be doing this. We should be doing. But how hard am I working to get there? You know what I mean? So that's really the lie that people usually tell themselves. It's like, my music is badass, but if you're not doing anything about it, you're just gonna sit in your couch and no one's gonna listen to your shit. So
That's what I do.
But see, that's to
Mike,
certain,
everyone,
but
Mike.
To certain people, that's okay with them. You know what I mean? I have so many musicians that just do tons and tons of songs, bro, and they just let them hear within their peers. You know, they never put it out there, but their music is great, dude. And you're just like, damn, if only people can hear this, dude. You know what I mean? I don't know if they'd even go on tour or whatever, though. But you know, the mentality of that, a lot of it's because I've been doing it for a while now. You know?
No, yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, one thing I'm taking into this experience right now, you being on the show, is also for like knowledge for other people out there. You know, that you say you've been doing this in 2003.
correct.
You know, so it's like people at least should know your experience and how your mindset has changed. You know, from the beginning when you started off. You know, it might as well have been just playing shows, just doing the music. Totally. But then now you've gone to this level where now you've seen you've experienced a good amount of stuff where it's like, you know what, it's not all it counted out to be. You know, this is where it kind of is. It's all up to you on how you're gonna shape it for yourself and you know the others around you.
True. That's very true.
You know, and so that's the reason why I'm using this experience, you know, like having you being on the show and you talking about, you know, what you've gone through and everything, and you know, Mark and Mike here sharing what you know, their experiences. It's an important thing for other artists out there to understand and see.
Very well, yeah, because the experiences, you have to go through it. I mean,
Yes.
I can tell you, you know, 3 million stories, then it wouldn't matter until you went right through it and be like, oh, that's what he was talking about. So yeah, you're right. It's like you gotta walk the walk and wear the shoes.
There you go. Yeah, this is being real. How about you, Mike? What's your take?
Stay in school.
Don't do drugs, fool. Stay in school. That's all. That was my deal, bro.
Do you want me to repeat the
Dare.
question or?
Sure.
What's your take on the whole being an artist and the whole business side of this? You know, where are you? Like, where does it leave you, or like, does it go hand in hand?
Well, I mean, I would never consider myself a part of like the music industry or the music business. I'm in the business of Mike.
Hey, yeah, that's
So,
perfect.
I mean, you know,
that's cool.
Don't plan on paying your rent.
Yeah.
You know?
I wish. Well, we'll put more links on the other bands he's been in.
Yeah,
dude.
right?
Really, really good bands.
Just
though.
make
I
more
don't know what to
memes.
say.
Just make memes of Mike. Memes. There you go.
He's all, hey, two guys, two thumbs, this guy.
And how about you, Mark?
Starting out, to advice, don't be afraid to suck.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for me. Like, you gotta suck before you're good. And I'm the guy that Rod mentioned. I'm the guy sitting on the couch making stuff but not putting it out there because I do it for myself. I'm not really trying to make money off this or turn this into a business. It's more of a hobby.
It's a hobby, yeah.
Yeah. Once you turn hobby into work, it's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of like,
But-
you can't be doing it for the bean counters.
Yeah.
You know, people that are gonna like try to, and I think in modern nowadays, that's not even really how it operates anymore. Anyway, you know, it's there's nobody's really paying attention to things that aren't gonna make a ton of money. So,
Yeah.
you're kind of left to your own devices.
It's about how many hits you have.
Yeah.
What's your social status? Can you get more than 50 people to a show, dude?
Yeah.
Like, really? I mean, that's literally the way it's always been, dude. From the Sunset Strip days, from like even the middle mid 90s, bro.
Yeah.
Where you had to go through a promotion company and they would gouge your eyeballs out, dude. They give you a 20-minute spot with 60 bands in there, dude, and $500. Glad those days are over. There's some people are still doing stuff like that though, but I'm not participating in it. So I remove myself from that. Like I'm saying, I'm a little bit more serious with my music, but like I'm saying,
You're just doing your own
Yeah, I
thing,
produce
yeah.
my own thing. I do it on my own time. I don't do it for the bean counters. I don't do it for the guys in the suits. They like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't.
So then this is where it gets into that next question, because I'm glad you guys brought this up, work and, doing music of a hobby and everything. It's just, this is where it would be where I ask, it's like, is it a work for you guys or is it a passion? Because the thing is, it's like work is more like, it's just like, I'm just doing this just to get by and it's just whatever. At least in my opinion. Of course you guys will have your own opinion and everything. But it's like, yeah, I'm just doing this to get by and it's just whatever, it's just another day, another dollar. But a passion is like, I'm gonna see this through to the end and, this is what's gonna basically push me through every day till I die kind of thing, An artist, when he came on here, when I asked that question, he's like, no, this is my life. This is life. I eat with this. I sleep with it. Like, basically that's what it is.
Correct.
So
I do have two words,
Yeah.
two worlds separated on
yeah.
that.
So this is where it's like what you guys mentioned before. What is this to you? Is it a work or is it a passion kind of thing? Because
It's got to be both, unfortunately, because I have to still make a living working a 9
Yeah.
to 5. You know what I mean? So that is the work, but it's I guess you can call it a working passion.
well, yeah, no. Look, I mean,
You know
in
what I
that
mean?
case, it's like it's.
Because I mean, I
Yeah.
really don't make money off of this stuff. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
It's like more like I spend money on this stuff. It's like,
That's a new answer.
But are you having fun?
But dude, yeah, it's like I pay to have fun. Like
Yeah.
that's the most part, because when you get up here, you can literally detach yourself from anything, dude. It's like it's like literally clicking everything off. The only thing you think about is the music, how it's gonna be played, how it's gonna come out, and you almost forget about it. You talk to anybody, dude, they zone out. It's like having it's like having a click. It's like all your worries are gone, dude. You don't worry about anything. You're just thinking about the next beat, the next melody. The cohesiveness of the band, and how badass we look up here.
And how about you, Mike?
I think there's few things regarding the drums you can really beat the shit out of them. Like if you tried to do that to anything else, you'd get arrested or your ass kicked. So it's a good release.
It's either MMA or drums, or just a drunk night at the bar. And you, Mark?
It's passion. It's not work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't do it for the beans.
I would like it to be work, though.
Yeah.
I'd love for me just to go and play and do. I could do 12 of these a day, dude. Give me 3 months and then ask me that question, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Everything changes, but the only constant is change. So I want this to be part of work, but I don't mind. As long as I can still play and do stuff like this, man, I'll be happy. That's music is it, though. It's the frequency. It's a way of life. If without music, there really wouldn't be fuck it, the world would suck, dude. If
And
there was no music.
the last question would be: It's what words of advice or inspiration can you give to an artist such as you guys yourselves trying to make it, or trying to like find their way into creating music?
I'll say like be that. What he said, don't be a dick. Don't worry if you feel like you suck or anything like that. Because a lot of people are, that's what it is, fear. And I will see that Dune, man. That's one of the things I like to say. Is fear is the mind killer, dude.
Yeah.
That's what's really going to stop you, dude.
Yeah, you literally gotta grow a pair to do something.
Exactly. So little things like that, and just get out there, man. Do it. Because if you don't do it, it's not going to be done. Just do it. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
Nike had it right, dude, when they
Yeah.
did it, dude.
All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else to add,
No, man.
Mike, Mark, Fish. No? All right. In that case, we're gonna conclude this episode of In the Valley. I'm your host Peter, once again here at Sound Studios. Thank you guys, Caterpillar, for being on this show,
Thank you.
having this episode,
Thank you.
and Sound Studios for giving us this room. And this episode is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. Check out our Patreon website at InTheValley.tv, Instagram, and as such, all the links are on there. See ya. Catch you next time.
So this is the last song of the EP. I do want to do a little props out to my homie Ben Jovi from Left Coast Label. We recorded the whole thing. He produced it, and yeah, thanks to that, we have stuff that we can play for you guys. So
He's Italian.
he's Italian. Ben Jovi. All right, here we go, dude. This one's called For Man and Woman. This would probably be a little gift I want to leave. If I ever die, this is something I'm like, come on, guys. This is for man and for women. All right, here we go. Your face, your grace, your diamond rings. You know it's been too long. I gotta get somewhere. Your nectar, sunset, sweet as gold. You know it's been too Thank you so much, guys. Everyone out there on video, internet land, we love you guys. Be safe.